Hey everybody, I'm John. I collect cards. Hope you're all doing well. It's Friday, July 5th. Hope you had a great 4th of July holiday, and hope it's carrying on here into a nice holiday weekend, a long one. I'm doing a video here, a VR, I should say, for Commenting Collector. Robert has asked us to, in a sense, take out our trash. Take them out of our boxes or drawers or wherever we might have some not so great condition cards. Trot them out in front of the cameras and show them off a little bit. You know, trash cards need love too, I guess. So I've got a few I'm going to share here. I'll turn the phone around. Let's just get right. All right, and before I show the first cards here, I just wanted to congratulate you, Robert, on 300 subscribers and 1 year of creating content on YouTube. Two awesome milestones. So congrats again, and I'm looking forward to more content in the weeks and months to come. So with that, let's get to the trash. So I'm going to start by sharing a batch of 1963 Topps cards. Now, a lot of these cards I don't have like compelling stories on, but I do love the opportunity to just trot a few of these out and kind of like rummage through some of my raw stuff, which really isn't a whole lot, actually. But when I first got back in the hobby 4 years ago, after being away for quite a while, over 25 years, among the first things I was doing in the vintage space, and that's primarily where I kind of reside now, was to buy some lots. I just felt like I wanted to get some old cards and just sort of work from there. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do for sure. I thought maybe maybe I'd explore building some sets just for, I don't know, just for whatever reason, or I just wanted to have some cards to work with. And so I was buying some cheap lots. And one of the first ones I bought was a 1963 batch of really bad cards. I'd say out of this batch that, I think it was maybe 75 cards, I'd say there were maybe 5 to 10 cards that were halfway decent in the whole batch, and these are some of the among the not so good ones, to say the least. And they're actually mostly notable players. I try to focus on notable players for most of the cards in this video, so let's just trot them out here. Bill Virdon, center fielder on the Pirates. That's a pretty janked up card, front and back. Pretty janked up on that one. Jim O'Toole is a good pitcher on the Cincinnati Reds. Gum stains and all on this one. This one's among the, I'd say, is the most unfortunate one. This is a cool card of a great ball player, Jim Gilliam, and just so beat up. It's just when I saw this one come in the batch, I even to the day when I got it, probably about 4 years ago, I'm like, oh, this one is pretty bad, which is too bad because Jim Gilliam was a real good player, as was Bill Virdon. I mean, again, that card was a hot mess, but that one. This was a pretty beat up one from the 62 World Series, one of those cards there. Here's a real winner. I'm going to show the backs of all these too, but I am going to try to flip through these kind of quick. Walter Alston. So I think I watched one reaction video before I did mine here, and I can't remember who it was, but they showed a card that had it was literally torn, and I was like, wait a minute, I got a card like that too, and it's a Hall of Famer, no less. It's Walter Alston. Card came like this, and I'm like, I actually have some of these cards. I actually do have sleeved up, and this is one of those cards strictly to keep it protected from ripping all the way across. So I will put that one down a little more gently. Here are two more from 63. Pretty wonky Twins teams card. Just lots of gum stains. And here's Wally Moon. Look at the gum stain on this, or whatever stain it is. Got to be gum stains, but just right on its face there. It blends in perfectly with the unibrow. So yeah, an interesting batch of 63 Topps, to say the least there. So I thought I'd first time probably any of those have been trotted out on camera. So again, thanks for the opportunity to do just that. Other lots I bought right off the bat there early in my return to collecting, so to speak. Shout out there to Darren, if you're watching. I bought a bunch of 76 Topps cards from someone on Facebook Marketplace. He also had a couple of, a little bit of like 1970 and 74 and 77. There's a bunch of 70s stuff, pretty much. And I got it for a pretty good price. And I mean, it was literally two long boxes of like 800 card long boxes of 76 alone, along with, it was probably, I don't know, 1,500 cards total, maybe 1,200 cards total. And so I'm going to show some of these here. Here's some of the winners from 76 that I thought I'd trot out. I will preface it to say I have used a lot of the cards in that purchase have fed my my TTM, not habit, but just like embracing TTM for the first time. That's been a new part of my collecting journey since I got back in 2020. Has really been going all in on TTM. It's the first time I've done it, and I really enjoy it. In fact, I got to get a couple of letters printed out tonight to get out in the mailbox tomorrow morning. But I've relied on a lot of 76 cards, a decent number of 74s too. I probably have like 50, at least 50 TTMs from 76 alone. So that's been pretty cool. But here are a few of these not great 76 cards that were in that box. There were a lot of miscuts, and it was just probably an ill-advised purchase in one sense, but the fact that it is serving a nice purpose for my collecting with those autographs, to me, it was worth it, because it continues to give me just a nice batch of cards to work from. Raleigh Fingers, pretty beat up on that one, and a miscut no less. The Count, John Montefusco, missing some of his cape, so to speak, I guess, missing some paper stock on his jersey there. Oscar Gamble's Crease to High Heaven, really janked up card. Got some, might have had some ink on it too. Bert Campaneris, this one's pretty beat up. As you can see, some of these cards were out in the sun for too long, baking. There's two examples right there. I actually had there's probably about 50 of these at least in the two boxes that I have. There was a whole batch of sun-baked cards. So, and those, of course, I'm not sending out for autographs. He also had some cards from 1970 that I thought I'd probably send out about half a dozen of those, I'd say, which have been great. But then, like, there were all these Rookie Stars cards in here, and they all had writing on them, all of them. Jerry Royce rookie. And we've got a Bill Buckner rookie. Why would you still write that he's still on the Dodgers? That's what I would like. There's more examples of that in here, and it's like, if that didn't, if it wasn't for that, it'd be a miscut card, but it wouldn't be in terrible condition. We've got another Dodger Stars card, more handwriting, and more, and more, and more. And to top it all off, this one's the heartbreaker of them all. It's got a Vita Blue rookie and a Gene Tennis rookie. Yes, they're both still on the A's. They hand wrote A's on the bottom. It's like, why would you do that? So seeing this, I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Give me a break. But anyway, so to me, that's, writing like that, might be informational to some, but for me, it's not in the trash can, but I guess it's a beloved trash card. A couple more cards I'm going to share. I only have 4 more I'm going to show. Here's a 55 Bowman that I got in a lot. I can't even remember what the other cards were in there, but it's a Joe Adcock that's just, pretty creased, and the color registration's a hot mess, and it's got, it's just a beat up card. I thought I'd try it out and just share it. I haven't done anything with it. I don't collect 55 Bowman specifically by any means. I have one card slabbed of 55 Bowman. I have an Al Kaline I picked up in the last month or two, but this might be the only other 55 Bowman I have in my collection, actually. And then here's 2 cards from 57 Topps. Here's a Dusty Rhodes. So my I'm from New York, and dad's side of the family in the 50s and 40s and all that were Giants fans, so Dusty Rhodes has World Series heroics to his credit. He's got ink stains on this one, ink dotting or something, and creases, and it might have been a bike spoke card for all I know. But I saw it in a box of loose 57s at one of my LCSs, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just getting it anyway, just because it's Dusty Rhodes. He's got a place in Giants history. So there's my story about that one. I actually have this one sleeved and top-loaded, even in this condition. But I took it out for this video. 2 more cards. This one I also have sleeved and top-loaded, but I took it out for just this video. I actually have you can't really tell yet. It's a 1957 Whitey Ford. Right now, before maybe I show it in the light, it doesn't look too terrible beyond this stain. Now I'm going to bring it up a little closer, and now I'm going to tilt it. There we go. Do you see that? They look like golf ball dimples to me, and they're all over the card. I got this in a batch of 57s I bought. It was maybe like a dozen or so, and this was the highlighter of the group. So I couldn't tell you what I paid for it, but it certainly wasn't much. But the fact that I have a 57 Whitey Ford, it's pretty cool. I have actually been on the fence about grading this, even though it would probably grade a 1, but I probably won't. It's still fun to have. Show the back really quick on this one. Back, the back looks pretty fine, actually. It's, other than feeling the, well, they don't really come through on the back, but obviously on the front, I don't know if it's almost like, what was it, a hole punch kind of a thing? Was someone having fun with that, or just someone did some kind of roller ball that had like I don't know what the heck may have done these, but I'm sure they've been on it for quite a long time. But just an interesting kind of imperfection, to say the least. A man-made imperfection, person-made imperfection on here. Someone had fun with this card, which is unfortunate because it's a Hall of Famer and an all-time Yankee great. But I've got that one, and I love that card. And then the last card I'm going to share, I have shown on a couple of occasions. Technically, it's not even my card. I'm kind of fostering it for a good friend who just sent a bunch of cards to me a few years back when he found out I was getting back in the hobby. He just wanted to see if he had anything interesting or good to hold on to. And we just haven't crossed paths in a few years. But this Ozzie Smith rookie was probably caught under a refrigerator or a dishwasher or something for a while. You see those what are likely floor marks, skidding around, probably face down. So this is a great trashy card. And I have actually thought about sending this in just to get graded as a 1. Maybe it even, who knows? Maybe I probably can't get a 1.5. Look at those. It's got dimples just like Whitey Ford had. This is a 1. It has to be a 1 all the way. What makes it even more tragic is that this card is not badly centered. This card has decent centering. It's a little bit of a diamond cut, but this card is so hard to find well centered, and this one's has decent centering. So the fact that it looks like how it does is pretty tragic. But anyway, that's it. Just wanted to share some, well, you could call them trashy kind of cards, but these are almost like flashy trash. You know what I mean? So let's finish the video with some flash trash there, I thought. So anyway, again, rambling a little bit on this one like I often do, but if you stuck with me the whole way, I do appreciate it. Thanks so much, Robert, again, for the opportunity to share a few cards, or more than a few cards, that I normally would have no business sharing. So with that, have a great night, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.